in the fact that the bill was being subjected to public participation, and there was a possibility that the reservations of Kenyans would be taken into consideration. Since then, however, the Kenya Kwanza hubris has kicked in. The top leadership of the Kenya Kwanza regime in Parliament and the executive have pronounced themselves on this matter. They have said that the finance bill will pass as it is. They have said not even a comma shall be removed. On Sunday, Honorable William Ruto said the 3% housing levy to be deducted from the basic salaries is mandatory patriotism. National Treasury Secretary Njuguna Ndung'u has said Kenya Kwanza is hiking taxes to catch up with the neighbors. Kenya Kwanza's leadership in Parliament has also declared that they will have their way because a government never loses. It is clear the so-called public participation is being invited is a mere charade and a gimmick to give Kenyans false hope before they are hit with a tsunami of taxes beginning July. As Ruto was speaking on Sunday, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority had just raised the retail fuel prices by Kenya shilling 3.4 for the super petrol, shilling 6.4 for diesel, and 15.19 for kerosene. The Kenya shilling itself also continued with this free fall against other major currencies. The rise in the price of fuel and the continuing fall of the shilling means the cost of everything goes up again. Kenyans will recall that early on we had warned that despite all state propaganda trying to ease the supply shortage of maize and lower its costs through duty-free imports would not work and that prices would not come down. To ensure the subsidy is passed on to consumers, the government would have to agree with the traders on a formula on various margins and costs. Such negotiations have failed as was expected. Further, if importation is to lower the market price of maize, the volume of imported maize would have to be massive. Reports indicate that not many importers took the offer. The net effect is that the price of unga has not come down. Instead, they are set to rise again. Because Kenya Kwanza essentially sees Kenyans as its beast of burden, even this darkening scenario has not been able to persuade the regime to seek middle ground on the finance bill. We restate that for Azimio, this bill remains a big no and no. There is unanimity over its rejection. It is our position that this bill does not qualify as a just tax system. Yes, the country is ripe for tax reform, but this is not one of them. This proposal does not lead to distribution of income. It does not combat poverty. Instead, it seeks to manufacture and distribute poverty. This proposal does not spur economic growth nor generate wealth so that every family in this country can have opportunities. It traces and kills those opportunities. As the bill attracts the poor, it dismantles the middle class too. The Finance Bill 2023 unfairly punishes a diminishing middle class that is already suffering severe blows and can least afford to pay more taxes. The most tangible result of this bill will be the incorporation of more Kenyans into the ranks of the poor. Consequently, we state as follows. 1. We continue to demand a major surgery of the finance bill in the interest of the suffering people.